Carnival Pride docked in Belfast, Northern Ireland, just one of several European stops on this 9-night cruise, and after a good breakfast and some coffee, we were off on our Royal Hillsborough Castle and Belfast City tour. On the bus, we passed the SS Normandy, a tender for the Titanic, and the only remaining vessel of the White Star Line. The Titanic Museum is a beautiful building, and it is also a popular tour at this port stop. It's about a half-hour bus ride through the countryside to the Hillsborough estate in County Down. Referred to as a castle by many, it is actually locally called an Irish big house. While no filming is allowed inside, the rooms we visited were remarkably interesting, especially the framed artwork collection. I found the formal state dining room and the throne room fascinating as well, imagining the ball held there in 1953 to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's coronation. But I was also struck by the lodgy feeling of the wood-paneled entry room, a perfect mix of the outdoors lifestyle and the easy opulence that you'd expect in such a historic place. After the inside portion of the tour was done, immediately outside is the Jubilee Parterre, a garden created in 2012 to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's Jubilee anniversary. The real gem of this place for me on this beautiful morning, of course, were the gardens and the estate grounds, over 100 acres. And as I explored the parterre, and then as I walked the long yew walk to Lady Alice's Temple, I was lost in thought about this historic place and those who had visited here, people like Americans Benjamin Franklin and Presidents George Bush and Bill Clinton. It was a place where several pivotal agreements had been reached to start to end the local troubles between the divided community of the loyalists and the Republicans. It was a perfect morning, and the grounds I explored evoked thoughts as well of the Hill family, who had lived here for generations, and it also left me wondering how many people, like me, had crossed oceans to be able to have a little peek into this beautiful, peaceful place. The late summer plants in the walled garden held my attention for quite a while, and then it was time to head back to the ship. But first, a long ride through Belfast highlighting the mural artwork recognized around the world, painted in places like the Falls Road. Many places the paintings were on the walls created to physically divide and separate people on opposite sides of the loyalist and Republican fighting.
So the wall itself, as you can see, there are arcs connecting it to as well Palestine in West Belfast. They do not want to see. So again, ladies, through these are the open gates. These 45 crosses of the concrete about across between the two communities. However, so it's not an easy case of saying the unionist side of West Belfast, his coronation was on the 6th of for 70 years. It was being seen across the world.
Back at the ship, I knew that someday I'd have to return to this intriguing and beautiful place when I'd have more time to explore. We were treated to a rainbow as we left port, and it was followed by the golden light of the setting summer sun. Safe travels, my friends. I'll see you out there.